So we pick back immediately from where we stopped, right? And I mean, what's best way of starting? So make we do the start of right. So now here we stop and we will start immediately, right? So waiting I will quickly want to since we dey get this year. So now here we start from, right? So we get this 2 year. So inside this component, we will get this stuff here, right? And inside there, of course, we'll get the detail of what we'll get there. So we'll just quickly design the UI. I no go bother to do this, so we'll just do just this UI. That will not waste government time. Okay, so we'll come into inside this display. So I think I could just do this quickly, and inside here, massive display. We'll just pick that, and so this one I will be here. So I will name am title. So I call am title. Then here will be mostly duration. And, I call am duration. So this side here will be when it was created. So that means say I'll cut here off to put a div and get here, and maybe another p tag, and so this one will just be created at. So speaking of which, right? So it will make sense to make I can do npm I moment, right? So more install moment. Okay, so I'll do the styling for here. So class name, this will be flex, and it will be JUP. Okay, so save that. And for some reason, I think make I just do ITC so that it will be more centralized, right? Okay, so more look at what we have here. I don't know why this thing they delay, but it's fine. Okay, so we get this now, right? And so the class name, may the text be like maybe 22px, and maybe the font will be like semi bold. Save that, but this one, um class name, so the text here will be like 12px. Okay, so save that. Yeah, we'll get something smaller there. Okay, so inside here, yeah, inside here, so class name, so border rounded to be MB, and so make us say MY maybe 4, and P to be 2. Okay, makes sense like this. Yeah. And for year, I will just say capitalize. And I feel that same capitalize. So I'm gonna just come here first, say class name, um, capitalize, and with text, sorry, maybe font to be semi bold as well. Okay, so this is good. So may just be medium. Okay. Now the next would be the font. I mean, and the content itself. So so I'll just say this description. So class name. So make I see um so line clamp b2. Save that. And empty maybe 4. Okay. And let's see. Okay, then maybe the state of yeah. So which is this? So the state of which is the status, right? So I will say maybe another p, and yeah, I'll just call status. The class name py maybe 5, no 2, then px maybe 4, then py maybe 2, bg black, text white. Just save that. Ah, class name, oh, yes. Okay, the text 12px and maybe rounded empty. So the py look too much. I think it's okay. Then empty maybe 5. That comes down. Brilliant. Yeah, so this is typically what we want, right? So now it's for us to consume data. So most say set data, and that would equals to use state. Okay, so it will just be an array, right? So we will say const, we fetch data. So that would equals, I could just use this async, even though the weights I really want. Then use effects. So use effect basically to load my data. So here I will just column inside here, right? So make I run through the API, and inside the API we say read goes, right, or read go. So come back here. So might as well await read go. So make sure say you import them, and so there will be that, but then so make I just do this. So return, remember to call your return, if not I might say rest here, and anyways might just might do console log rest. So most say it will be get here. Okay, so you say I need to enter the array, right, the data rather. So the reason make me say last console log that guy. Okay, so wetin we go do na this. So I don't really need this return here, right? So this our data. So let's get this data. Now this whole thing here, I go remove them to pass data dot map el Then paste this guy there. Okay, so if you say the key today equals to el dot underscore id. Of course, I like to protect my code and save that. So this is good, right? So now we can, so when they see this red barrel because of this here. So now we can do el dot. So el dot el dot el dot okay, yeah, so el dot. Now this side here, so I would say moments so that would be el dot, right, then dot from now. Okay, so I can make sure I import moment. So moment from moment. Moment, yeah. So if we look this, we should say something good. I'm just saying that, but everything should populate and then we'll see our data. For some reason, these guys just look. That's the problem, right? Amazing. I didn't see description. Okay, that's fine, and that's because maybe when I create this thing, right? Whenever I get all those things. So so I can see, I don't know what is this, this duration. So we're supposed to have stuff here, right? So make we remove and make sure so they get the right stuffs, right? So make I just find that the database, I think it is Go. Where Adele. Okay, so I need to see them, but we must get them out. So let's go to utils as usual. So inside here, so that's GoCast, right? GoCast. I need to see you. So I'm gonna refresh this guy. Okay, there you are. Okay, so we need to see description, right? But these are what we can see. Okay, so to fix that, it's a small fix. So what we will do now, say more go to the model. So more start from the model. So inside this model here, there is description and there is description. So that's fine. And the next place to check is the controller. So in the controller, we'll come here. So this is description. So that's fine. Then yeah, that's it. That is it. So now more go the front end, the side will say create, which is here, and I see an issue. Okay, so I think that's not really an issue. So description should be fine. So what's the problem? I don't seem to see anything as a problem. Okay, so if that is good, so So set description. This is good. Let's try it out again. So let's say walk out. So something like that, right? So I might say 60 minutes and I just copy this and paste it here and submit here. So this is telling me done. How true is that? Because I know get, so now look the database, right? So I should say 5. Okay, good. Oops, but I need to get anything here. Super amazing, right? So more figure out why. So my enter here. Okay, my bad. I did not pass data. Damn. But that's my bad, right? So what I'm going to do is to hit here again. So let's try it out. Okay, good. So make we come back here, refresh, and hula. So all these, I just remove them. Yes, so that's good. Now if I come here, so I might just try another, say write more codes. Hit there. Okay, good. So if we come here, hula, exactly, this is what we want. I feel, anyway, we'll just leave them, right? So that we just focus on stuff. So how do I get this? If I click here, let it show here. If I click here, right? So basically that's what I want to do. And that's where the bulk of the trickiness comes in, right? So that's the last thing we're going to do today. And so what I'm going to do for that is I need a state to hold the ID. So this ID, I need a state to hold it. So for that, we're going to come here to create something called global. So we'll use the context API. So make I say global provider. So yeah. So the essence of this is so that we can ship the ID across board, right? So that's the essence of this. So I'm going to remove here so that I can export this. Of course, I'm going to use all. I don't want to beat myself too much on this. So global context today equals to create context. Most times I forget saying a pigeon are supposed to be used here, right? But we go cope or we are coping. Okay, so make I remove this React here. I gonna need other things. I gonna need like let's say use state, right? You might just copy that. So inside there, I would say const maybe ID and set ID. So that I'm going to be equals to the use state, and of course it will be an empty string, and this will be a string. Okay, so good. And so this context we go pass inside here. So dot provider, and we want this guy to be the HOC higher order components. So we'll pass children here as well. And for year module, say this is React component, and I want make am to be any. So the reason why this guy dey shout at us now because say in the expect value, right? And value will be ID and that set ID. So now the things then we want pass globally be that, right? And the only way to need to do this. The next thing now for us to come inside our app, right? So that we will make this thing be globally accessible. Okay, and import. Now, if I save my app crash, something is wrong. But if the app no crash, then everything is fine. Just to be sure, I can reload them again. So everything is fine. That's an evidence that everything is fine. Okay, so close here. We need to come there again. And here as well, I don't see any reason of we coming to these global states, right? So make I just close them, right? So go away. Okay, so wetin we go do now inside this screen, which will be the display. This side we no need here again, so I'll close them as well. So this side here, we go import that context, and the way we go do am na for us to say use context, and we add the global context inside of them. Good. So I fit pass ID and this set ID. Well, basically, this set ID now we want, we not need the ID, right? Then inside here when we click, right? So we click here. So I will do on click, right? So inside that on click, we go change the ID to make this ID take in underscore ID. So make the ID change. So waiting I go do, so more just pass it to be any. So waiting I will do inside this our display here, right? I want make we see the ID. So more just make sure say we import all the necessary things where this guy need. Good. So here all we need is the ID. So inside here, so make I just do something like this and just pass ID, save. So we need to see anything here, but if I click here, you see say we don't get this ID. If I click here, you see the ID change. So that is what we want, as easy as that, right? Now, if you remember inside this our go, so we get this read one go. Yes, this read one go. So this read one go will need ID. So ID in a string, and this guy need us to pass an ID to it. So we'll say slash dollar sign, and I just pass that ID and save. So copy here, then make we come to, okay, good. So make we come to this detail. So I go say on const, let's say get data, and that one will be equals to this. Remember, this will be async. Then inside here, I'll wait this our guy, right? So make sure say I import and pass, you need one argument, which for us will be ID. So the then rest. Okay. So I think on say, okay, so of course if I do console log this data, so I'll just say console log res dot data. If we save, we don't see anything, right? But the thing we need to do now for us to call our use effects and call get data, right? So if I save now, let's see. Let's see. So for some reason, I did get a 404. Why? Let's investigate. Response. So this thing they act like that these endpoints no exist, right? So I think this guy they act like, but um, let's be sure that our stuff they okay. So Marco come to the router, and inside the router, so we get one go right, and within I go do now say okay, make I copy this, come here. So I fit say local host 222, I think 2 again slash API slash this slash. So make I copy this and paste. So we'll see wetin we go get. Exactly. So that guy is acting like this endpoint does not exist. So why? Okay. So this should be get save. So now the problem with that, right? So I dey use patch, right? It's supposed to be a get, right? Okay. So that should be fine. So more come back here. And so this data now, we will put them inside a state. So more say data and set data angle dey equals to use, and of course this one will be an object. So make we rerun here, and more setting down will give us exactly. So you say now we don't see data, so we'll come back here and supposed to start with the C data here now. I'll save here. So make sure say you import the use states and this set data, everything we go pass inside here. Boom. Okay. And more design the UI. So div. I don't like the way this thing just big boom. I don't like them, but we'll fix them. Okay, so why that is loading? I think I used 22. So this is crazy. So more say 18. Right? Just beginning. Okay, so I just want put the display name. I don't want pick plenty things, right? So more come inside here. So now I feel say p tag. We'll just do this. So first and first, now say make I do console log. So I say console log res to save that. Okay. So get res dot data. So dot data. Exactly. Yeah. So the reason I say why I need to investigate as I dey see red barrel here. Okay, so within I go just do I just make this anyway because I no plan the type, right? So that's why that guy dey shout. Awesome. So we get the go for workout, and even though this thing look crazy. So make I just do some CSS here. So make we say the text for here go be like maybe 15 px, and font go be medium. and most importantly py maybe 10. So we get something like that. Cool. And this is the description. And so what I just want to do for here not to reduce the text. So we'll just say this the text size, right? So we'll just do that, right? And again PB, so maybe something like 20. And for here just the fonts, of course, Mazu medium again. So awesome, right? So this is it, right? Now if I click here, so we are here. So now, let me see. Oops. So what is happening? Okay, so maybe so we'll just make here trigger every time ID change, right? So if I click here, if I click here, awesome, right? Our console log, of course, we need to remove them. Okay, guys, so this is how easy it is for us to design something like this. And of course, maybe lastly, I will just say class name and I say mx to be like maybe 4. Let's see, or px rather than that one. So px, right? Okay, good. So if I click here or I click here, it changes. If I click here, it changes. So I can't say. Yes, Asuibi. So very simple, very insightful, and I hope these helps. So more come here again, more just create one more. So more say doing hard things, right? So doing hard things. So duration, make I say this one will take me 120 minutes, right? And I'll write it, I'll get Lauren. So Lauren and cut this, paste, paste. So I hit that. Okay, good. So if I come here, we get doing Athens. So if we hit here, we see changes, right? Come here, we see changes. So that's how simple it is. And I hope this thing makes sense, right? And it could be helpful to somebody. Okay, now you'll go end this, and I trust it will be fun you going through it, right? So see you guys in the next class. Peace out.